About a week, actually exactly a week ago, Katie came to me and, well, first she asked me if I wanted to go on this trip with her for her sister-in-law's 50th birthday party, to the islands. And I said no. And I don't think she was expecting that. Because her sister had asked me and her sister-in-law had asked me, and I told them all no. And then Katie called me and asked me, and the reason I gave was I'm not willing to do that as long as this other person still has any role in your life. And then she finally broke it off exactly a week ago today and asked for my forgiveness, which is the first time she'd ever asked that, and asked if I was still open to reconciliation, which is also the first time she'd ever asked that. And I said yes, that's what I've wanted, for the last 7 months. But I've got 4 boundaries that I don't want it to feel like I'm controlling you, but these are things I have to have for me to heal, for me to open up myself to you again. I have to have these. And it was, she's got to get a new phone number. She's got to stop all communication with this person, sell all the shit that he bought her, or give it away. I don't care what she did with it. It won't be in my house or in our house. And then the other one wasn't really an issue until I found out everything, but file a restraining order was the last one. Because it had gotten kind of bad toward the end.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
And so she said she'd do all of those.
I've seen your journey from the beginning, man. And I know all the work you've been putting in and how much you've transformed. Like, how much do you think you've grown over these past 7 months?
A lot. And everyone's noticed it. She's noticed it. Her family has noticed it. Even my attorney, I told him we weren't going through with mediation anymore. And he called to ask some questions. He's like, Sean, I've been doing this a long time. I don't see this happen very often, but he's like, I had an idea from the beginning that you might be able to do this just because of your conviction, your faith, the never wavering in all of this. So he's like, congratulations, I'm proud of you. And that meant a lot. Well, the perseverance mentality was probably the biggest one. I love that quote, and I think it's Confucius, but it's an ancient Chinese proverb. It doesn't matter how quickly you go, it just matters that you do not stop. And I try and if I'm going for a run or if I'm working out, I don't let myself stop. And I try to teach that to my kids of not giving up. I don't care how fast. My son's starting to do sports, and he gets frustrated, and he made like 3 basketball shots in a row. And I was like, Grandma, that's awesome. I get more excited when you miss 3 in a row, but you keep doing it. Just the vision. And
expand on that.
What's that?
Expand on that for me. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, just what you actually want to accomplish and manifesting that into reality. Because I have it on my mirror every morning and looking at it. Because everyone knows what they want or what they think they want in this program, but I don't know how hard they're willing to manifest it. Comfortable just being alone. And that was good too.
How'd you get there?
Taking trips and doing stuff. Yeah.
Oh, say that again.
A couple of those trips I took to help with just a reflection. Mm-hmm. Just trust the process, have faith, don't give up. She's got to learn it herself. There's nothing you can say or do that's going to change it. She's got to experience that herself. Now, I might have been able to accelerate things if I had been a little more steady early on, but I was learning too. It's purely coincidental, but just timing is. For the first time, when I realized I was okay by myself, I actually created a dating profile online and went on a date or a couple with this person, and 3 days later, she broke up with this guy. So it's like the timing was just really.
I'll say, do you think that's a coincidence, or do you think there's something in that?
I don't know. She didn't know, but it was.
I was just telling another guy earlier today. I'm not sure if you heard me say this story in one of the lessons. I don't know if I shared it, so stop me if you've heard it.
Okay.
But one thing that really taught me that idea of wanting but not needing was the original reason why I went into psychology in the first place, Sean, was my first girlfriend who left me, cheated on me, got back with her. She left me for the same guy again. Heart just like devastated. That whole next year, I was like trying to message her, trying to get her back, like this whole process that a lot of the guys are going through.
Yeah.
And that whole year was like a growing process for me. I found a mentor who taught me all these things about female psychology, about the internal self, yada, 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 confidence. At the end of that year, I was one of the best years of my life. I'm sitting there with my close friends that I met that year. And I mean, for the first time in a long time, I'm like, I'm not thinking about her. I did think about her in that moment, but I was like, I'm not thinking about her. I'm happy. And then I get a call from her. It's a random number because I deleted her number. I'm like,
Yeah.
I step away. I'm like, hello? She's like, hey, what's up? I haven't talked to you in like 6 months. I'm like, hey, what's up? She's like, I don't know. I was just thinking about us. I was just wondering, like, is it weird to think that I want to see if we can work it out again? I was waiting for those like 5 words for a year. And in that moment, I didn't need it anymore. And that's when it came to me.
Yeah.
Any insights you've had from your perspective about everything in terms of Sean's growth or how it affected you?
He's done an amazing job soul searching. He's actually like a different person completely. Like he's done a 180, and not to say he was a bad husband. We just didn't really connect. But I mean, literally come like full circle, like 180 change. And now I'm like, I need to work on myself because he puts me to shame every time I'm with him.
Well, you're the reason for that growth, right? So you can take some of the credit for pushing him that direction.
Well, I appreciate that. I mean, because that's a big compliment, but like not a lot of people are like him and they won't take the time.
Trust me,
to work on themselves.
I know that. I'm well aware. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's right. And there in itself shows his character, that he actually like cares enough about our family and about our relationship to work and do all the due diligence. Cause, I haven't been the best person and I don't really like who I've been for like 7 months, and for him to not give up on me as a person just shows his like love and his heart. So yeah, it's a big, I mean,
yeah.
So thank you.
I appreciate that. I just kind of showed them.
Yeah, it's true though. I mean, he's excited and he talks about like his mentors and it shows in his behavior. I mean, truly that he's made such strides.
Awesome.
So,
well, if you guys, I told Sean this, but if you guys want any other support, I'm here for you. You guys, we're here for you. And
thank you.
I really appreciate you coming on and talking to me.
Of course. Thank you for listening to me. Yeah. And I'm like a hot mess. I got to get ready for work.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. All right, you guys enjoy the rest of your week. I got to hop on another call here, but Sean, I'll talk to you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sean.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Bye.
All right. Bye.